high school students have come to talk with us this morning about an organization called Free the Children. And it is my pleasure to say that I'm the privilege of teaching Shannon at Crosby Heights, and her brother Brennan has also gone from Crosby Heights, and they are both now students at Richmond Hill High School. So please give them a warm round of applause.
Hey guys. Having a great time, and I'm Brennan.
I'm grade 11 and I'm from Shannon, and we both go to Regional High School.
So Shannon, what did you think when you first heard of the organization Free the Children?
Well, at the time, I was only 10 years old, so I thought Free the Children was an organization that would free us from doing chores and homework.
I know, right? I even thought Free the Children would convince my mom to let me play video games whenever I wanted, hang out with my friends in the basement, or sing Justin Bieber songs.
Where students can pitch in $50 to buy a coat for a pin, or $200 to buy a cap. I thought it was so funny when I could bring my paycheck to buy a pin. That day, I found 5,001 pens, just under $5.
I thought that the paper would be delivered straight to our door. I waited peering anxiously out the window, just waiting for that FedEx truck to arrive. I vowed that I named the cake Petunia, Peter Corn, read bedtime stories all night long.
But soon enough, we realized that the pig would not end up on our doorstep, but instead someone else's, halfway across the world.
That's when we figured that Free the Children wasn't meant to give us the freedoms from what we didn't like, but instead for kids like me, Shannon, and all of you to help those who are less fortunate halfway across the world gain their freedom from poverty, hunger, and child labor. It's a challenging task, but it can be overcome with compassion. That compassion can start by giving a pig to somebody in need.
It's a really simple idea. The additional income from raising farm animals would allow kids just like me and you to go to school instead of becoming child labor to help support their families. Brennan and I believe, and I'm sure that you all will be convinced too, that education is a fundamental human right, whether you live in China, India, Kenya, or Canada. And we all have a responsibility to make sure that no child, regardless of family income, is ever deprived of this opportunity.
Craig Kielberger was only 12 years old when he founded Free the Children. And when I heard this, I thought to myself, wow, he must be a genius. I was only the average 8-year-old at the time, in a big world, so I didn't know what we could have done to help. Now we're always told that maybe we're too young. Now we should wait until we get out of elementary school, graduate from high school, finish university, wait until we get a job before we even start thinking about changing the world. But with Free the Children, we have learned one important truth. We may all be kids, but we are never too young to do the right thing and help those in need.
So how do we do that? Brennan and I started to fundraise for a birthday party for Christmas. Instead of receiving presents, we asked our family and friends through donations to help support the Free the Children projects overseas, just like the Adopt a Village program.
Also, on Halloween, instead of trick-or-treating for candy, we can instead trick-or-treat for canned goods for the local food bank in order to support the many people in our community that go to bed hungry every night. Last Halloween, I created a group called the Hunger Busters. Together, we collected more than 1,000 canned goods for the Richmond Hill Food Bank. These are some very simple things that kids of all ages can do.
For the past few summers, my brother and I have gone on Free the Children trips overseas to places like China, India, and Kenya to help build schools and healthcare centers.
Just saying, I've been chased by a giant candy bear, a monkey, and a peacock. It's so scary. But that's okay, because I run as fast as a cheetah.
But these trips aren't just about the exotic animals that we encounter. On these adventures, we really get to see how different it is for kids on the other side of the world. They wake up at 5 in the morning just to work in the fields. They walk for 2 hours to collect water from the local river, and they walk for days just to Getting an education can be just as challenging.
When I was in Kenya, I met a kid named Dee. He was only 5 years old when his parents left him because they were too poor to support him. Now, while I was walking in the field with Dee, he told me that his favorite pastime was collecting rocks, pebbles of interesting shapes and trading them with his friends. He invited me to come down to the riverbed with him and help forage with his treasures. I went down with a lot of curiosity. Now, to be honest, I've never been interested by rock. My hobbies are sports and video games. But when he pulled out the rock from his collection and gave it to me as a gift, I was so touched. I began to see the world in a whole new light. And to this day, his gift still has a special place on the windowsill of my room, along with my other prized possessions. It's a constant reminder of a boy's generosity and kindness, as well as my eye-opening experience in Kenya. Since then, I've taken Gideon's example of giving in all my actions. Shannon, what experience stands out to you?
In a poor village in India, I met a little girl named Soha. She told me that she could not have anything to eat that day. So I gave her the only food that I had, which was a bag of chips. And I expected her to devour it immediately because she just was so hungry. But to my surprise, she shared that little bag of chips with all of her friends in the community. The echoes of them screaming, "Dhanyawad," which meant thank you in Hindi, still stays with me today. If someone as poor and deprived as Soha can be so generous, I'm sure that we all can come together and rise up to the challenge of ending poverty one day.
Now, what we've seen on these 3 trips have really touched us. These kids don't have much to play with. They don't even have much to eat. But we both have never seen bigger smiles than the ones on their faces. And even though poverty and hunger strike them every single day, these kids still share the little they have. Generosity, caring, hope. These are some of the character traits that make them a strong community. They always put the welfare of the group above themselves, showing that they think more about we and less about me. Me to we.
Me to we is the part of Free the Children. When you believe in the idea of me to we, that you think more about others than yourself. Instead of being selfish, we can all start sharing. We can respect each other and be nice to everyone. If we work together, we can make the world a much better place to live.
And you're probably wondering, why are we wearing shirts that say strength in numbers? Well, strength in numbers means that each one of us does our part to make a difference in the community. We can all come together and make a huge impact. And I know that there are so many people out there, just like me, Shannon, you, and all of you, who are willing to make that difference.